What's up, you guys? So I realized that I never did practice entry number 6, so that's what this is right now. It's about strategic questioning. It's gonna be a little similar to praxis number 7, because I talked about strategic questioning a lot in number 7. And these are out of order, but we're gonna flow with it. I'm gonna do it even though it's late because I feel like it's good for me to look back and be like, oh, what were my thoughts? And I feel like I say some profound things every now and then. Maybe that's, tooting my own horn, but I don't know. I think it's kind of cool to like look back on what I'm doing. I don't know. Anyway, okay. What was the role of listening in David's experience with his brother? When have you experienced compassionate listening, empathy? So the role of listening basically like gave David's brother the chance to really like feel heard, and to feel like what he was saying like was validated. I think it gave him the opportunity, like gave both of them the opportunity to grow closer in their understandings of each other, because it's like relationships are not a one-way street and you have to understand what both people are thinking. And I think listening played a big part in that. I think I've experienced compassionate listening a lot. Like, a lot of the uh, partners I've had have been like somewhat good at listening. My current partner, a lot better at that. And like with empathy, I think my dad passed away when I was in high school, and so that's a very like heavy topic for a lot of people to listen to, but I really love talking about my dad, and the experiences that we had, like good and bad. And a lot of my, like one of my best friends, Lexi, like always is able to, listen to what I am thinking about, like even if it's like 3 a.m. at night and I like can't sleep and I'm like, I need to tell you this thing about my dad, like she will, and she like just has one of my favorite reactions to like what I say. Like she was very excited and like asked more questions, and I think that's a really cool thing. Like when someone asks questions and you're sharing something personal, I feel like they want to like understand more, and like it makes me feel heard, it makes me feel like important to them, and like that they want to like completely understand my experience, which is a really cool thing. Have you ever been a part of an exchange like the one you described? I mean, yeah, like I had to do this with my mom, and it was quite the experience. Quite the experience. But it was good. Like I feel like I just learned a lot about my mom and the way she thinks. A lot of things I felt like I knew, but have a deeper understanding for, which is always cool. To grow in your knowledge of someone else, especially when you care about them so much and they mean, so much to you. When have you been someone's other? A lot, probably. I mean, like in high school, I think like being out as like gay was overwhelming. Like definitely like when there were conservative people or people who would like, tweet things like when gay marriage was legalized. I remember there was this one girl that tweeted how like God doesn't approve of that, or it's like not what marriage is between a man and a woman, and something like that. She never really heard me out, but I did tweet back to her. So like experiences like that where like people have fundamental like moral beliefs that are so different from yours can be really overwhelming. And it's times like that where it's like I wish people would just like sit down and be like, why do you think this way? Why, like, how does your life experiences lead you to this perspective? Because you can't live every perspective. You can only listen to so many. Besides, like your perspective is the only one you'll ever truly live. So, it's really important to like be able to have that skill of listening to other perspectives to try to deepen your knowledge of the world as a whole. I think, and people as a whole, because I think it's the only way to ever get to a place where our species is back to a cohesive unit almost, and works in favor of itself, not against itself like we currently do. In what way might strategic questioning be a useful tool for the organization at which you are interning, and how may you practice it in your role at your internship? I talked about this in entry 7, but I think like with the video, a lot of like strategic questioning can go into like what people think it should be, because as much as like I have videos have ideas for the video, and like Frankie might have ideas. Like, it needs to represent Invest as a whole, and like everyone should be on a consensus of like what they think the video should represent and how we should be represented. And I think like asking people about like their initial thoughts and stuff is really important in terms of that. And I think also like a lot of Invest is a lot of emotional labor. You know, we do so much on our trip and in class, and like learn these really profound, overwhelming things about ourselves, and it's really hard to just like ask someone to just like share that for a video, you know, or like to like speak at the gala or something. Like, those are really overwhelming things to ask someone, and I think that strategic questioning of like hearing someone before they have to do that, you know, like initially hearing them can be really important so that they feel like validated and they feel like what they're doing, like their emotional labor is like for a good cause. And that it's not just like being wasted on like trying to get donations or something like that, because at the end of the day, like the reunion is about fundraising, and so, you know, I don't know, it's a really overwhelming thing to do that. But yeah, that's it for Praxis entry number 6. Thanks for tuning in. Leave a comment, a like, subscribe to my channel. I don't know, whatever you want to do, it is up to you. It is your choice. Okay, have a great day.